Students, I want to talk a little bit about the pattern maker's job. The pattern maker is also known as the technical designer. You may hear those terms used interchangeably. The pattern maker's job, one of them, is to create, build, and update a library of blocks. For instance, in this class, we have only used the sloper block, and not all designs come from the sloper block. In fact, there is a torso block, a pant block, a jacket block, a coat block, swimwear blocks, knit blocks. You can see quickly makes up a library of blocks for the brand. Our job is also to find mistakes early. So if a designer has an idea for a design and we can't really engineer that design too well, we want to have a dialogue with them and say, here's a problem, here's a mistake, or here's an issue we want to fix. They appreciate that. Okay, we are a very important part of the design team. In fact, we're one of the highest paid in the design team. We try not to ever take anything personally. Why? Because, well, I told you the pattern is tweaked 3 times typically, right? So we're going to expect there's going to be changes. And our job is simply to do our best. We always are doing our best to interpret the design from the sketch that we receive. And then we create the pattern. So it wouldn't be unusual for the designer to say at the Friday meeting, well, I was hoping that skirt would be a little shorter, or I expected that sleeve to be more voluminous. We say, okay, and we make notes, and we go back to our station, and we fix those, okay? Then that goes to the sample maker, and we make up another sample that we review at the next meeting. So designers work very closely with their pattern makers, and at the highest level, they do travel with the designer. Now, today, there's a huge demand for digital skills. So for pattern makers out there, brands are looking for candidates that have strong foundation in flat pattern, an understanding of all the principles. And in addition to that, strong digital skills, okay? COVID has accelerated all those trends. In 2020, when COVID hit, the word was, you better get your 2D house in order. And that means get all your blocks in order. Get them perfected because they are all going to have to go digital. We have to move them to digital. And that's what happened. Brands have been spending a lot of money and time to get into the digital world. And now there's a huge demand for digital skills for people, candidates, that have an understanding of how to work. And in industry, there is very powerful, sophisticated software programs specifically designed for pattern making. And here at Arizona State, we use Optitex, which is leading the discussion in 3D design, okay? We also hear of brands like Optitex. You might hear of Clo. There's several of them. And every brand will choose a different one to use. And so I felt it was important to get a little bit of information to you about the job as a pattern maker in today's market.